since I heard they said when someone died, the soul will leave the body, so the soul will go up to the heaven. And they also mentioned that when someone died and was when they buried the person, there will be two angels questioning the person. So when the soul already left the body, are the angels going to question only the body?
Very good question, Sadiq. Thank you so much. Your question has been answered in a sound but very lengthy hadith. If I share with you the hadith, it will consume the entire segment. So I'll just get to the point, okay? The hadith is narrated by Al-Bara ibn Azib, may Allah be pleased with him, and it's a sound hadith, in which the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam discussed what happens to each and every individual of us at the time of death, whether the believers, righteous or wicked, or the non-believers. What happens to the soul at the time of the extraction? What happens to enshrouding the soul? Which coffin, which fragrance for the believers? Coffin from heaven, fragrance from heaven. And then there will be another funeral. We do the funeral for the deceased, for their bodies on earth, but there will be another funeral led by the angels for the soul. They knock on the gate of each heaven of the seven heavens. The guard will ask, whom is it? They will say, it is the soul of so and so, calling him with the best of his names. So they open the gates for him, keeps ascending one gate after another, one heaven after another, until it reaches the seventh heaven, where Allah the Almighty will say, "Uktubu ruha abidi fi illiyin," ordain, write down, register the soul of my servant in illiyin, which is a high place in heaven. The record of those who will be saved. The book, كلا إن كتاب الأبرار لفي عليين. MashaAllah. Then Allah the Almighty will say, take the soul of my servant back to earth. منها خلقناكم وفيها نعيدكم ومنها نخرجكم تارة أخرى. So the soul will come back after it has been registered among the dwellers of heaven, above the seven heavens. It will return back to the earth. By then, we have finished the burial of the body, the corpse. So the angels will come and the soul will return back to the corpse. Then the two angels, namely Munkar and Nakir, will set up the dead person. And then they will ask him the questions which we're all familiar with. Who is your Lord? What do you say? What is your religion? What do you say concerning the man who have been sent unto you? If the questions were answered correctly, the person will be successful. Then what will happen afterward? Allah the Almighty will open a window in the grave of this person, where he will be able to see his seat in heaven, his palaces, his properties, his joy and delight which Allah has prepared for him in heaven. So he will proclaim, Rabbi aqim as-sa'a, my Lord, establish the day of judgment. Then the life, the barzakh, begins from the moment of death until the resurrection. You understand? So now you know when will the soul return back to body after the registration of the soul. On the contrary, completely the opposite will happen to the wicked, but the soul would not even go through the first heaven. Allah the Almighty stated in the Quran, لا تفتح لهم أبواب السماء ولا يدخلون الجنة حتى يلج الجمل في سم الخياط. The gates of heavens will not be opened for them whatsoever, and they shall not enter heaven. Maybe only if the camel can go through the needle hole, which is impossible. May Allah guide us to His best and make our record in the record of Illiyin. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum.